Sometimes a person stays in your mind, not because you want them to, but because something in you was never finished. You can be busy. You can be doing well. You can even be happy. And still, there they are. Not loudly, not dramatically, just a quiet return, a name, a memory, a feeling that doesn't ask permission. It can happen while washing dishes, while driving, right before sleep, and the strange part is, you're not trying to think about them. They simply appear. Tonight, we're not here to judge that. We're not here to force it away. We're here to understand why the mind does this, because when something keeps returning, it's not random. Most people believe they think about someone because they miss them. Sometimes that's true, but often it's something deeper. The mind doesn't replay people. It replays meaning. It replays moments that changed how you saw yourself. It replays emotions that felt important. It replays unfinished emotional stories. When someone becomes tied to a moment in your life where you felt seen, or hurt, or hopeful, or vulnerable, they become a kind of emotional landmark, and the mind keeps going back to landmarks, not because they are perfect, but because something meaningful happened there. Think about this quietly. Was there something about that person that made you feel more like yourself, or less alone, or more understood, or even more uncertain in a way that mattered? Sometimes it's not love. Sometimes it's recognition. Sometimes someone reflected back a version of you that you don't get to feel often, and the mind remembers that feeling even when the person is no longer present. So it brings them back again and again. The brain is not interested in closure. It is interested in patterns. When something ends without emotional resolution, the mind keeps it open. It's like leaving a sentence unfinished. Your attention naturally returns to it. Not because you want to, but because it doesn't feel complete. You may never have said what you needed to say. They may never have understood you. Something important may have been left hanging in the air, and so your mind quietly keeps replaying them, as if hoping that this time something will finally settle. This is why, even years later, someone can suddenly reappear in your thoughts. You're not moving backward. You're brushing against something inside you that never fully resolved. It could be a need to feel chosen, a need to feel enough, a need to feel safe, a need to feel emotionally recognized. That person became attached to that need. And when the need stirs, so do they. Sometimes people say, if I'm thinking about them, it must mean something. In a way, it does, but not in the way most people think. It doesn't necessarily mean they are meant to return. It means they once touched something inside you that still matters, and the mind remembers where it felt something deeply. There's another layer to this. Your brain is designed to remember what made you feel emotionally alive, even if it also hurt. Intensity leaves fingerprints on the mind. Quiet, stable, peaceful moments don't always stick the same way as moments filled with longing, uncertainty, or emotional tension. So when someone made you feel deeply, even if it was confusing, they become encoded more strongly. Your mind returns to that intensity, not because it was healthy, but because it was felt. This is why you can think about someone even if you logically know they're not right for you. Your mind isn't following logic. It's following emotional memory. It remembers how it felt to want, to hope, to wait, to imagine. Those feelings don't disappear just because the story ended. Sometimes, the person you keep thinking about represents a version of you that only existed around them. The version of you that was softer, or braver, or more open, or more romantic, or more hopeful. And when life becomes quieter or heavier, your mind drifts back to that version of you. The person becomes a doorway to how you once felt about yourself. So you think about them, when really, you're missing a part of you. This is also why thinking about them can feel strangely comforting. Even if it hurts, familiar emotional patterns feel safer to the brain than unknown ones. Even sadness can feel safer than emotional emptiness. So the mind chooses what it knows, even if it stings. You might notice that they appear most often when you're tired, or lonely, or overwhelmed. That's not a coincidence. When your emotional defenses are low, your mind returns to what once felt meaningful. Not because you need that person again, but because something inside you is quietly asking to be felt. And here's something gentle, but important. Thinking about someone does not mean you need to act on it. It means your inner world is speaking. It means something in you is remembering a moment of connection, or loss, or longing. That memory deserves understanding, not panic. Sometimes people say, "I just want them out of my head," but pushing a thought away only makes it louder. The mind repeats what it feels unheard. What actually softens the pattern is recognizing what that person symbolizes. What did they give you that you haven't felt in a while? What did they represent when you met them? What version of yourself felt alive around them? When you begin to understand that, the grip slowly loosens. Not because you force it, but because the mind feels understood. There's a quiet truth here. You don't keep thinking about someone because you're broken. You keep thinking about them because you are human, because something inside you once connected. And connection leaves echoes. Even now, as you sit quietly listening, that person might have crossed your mind again. That's okay. You don't have to follow the thought. Just notice it. It's not asking you to go back. It's asking you to notice what mattered. Sometimes the mind doesn't want the person. It wants the feeling of being seen, of being chosen, of being understood. And once you begin to give yourself a little more of that, the mind slowly stops searching for it in the past. Not suddenly, not forcefully, quietly. So if someone keeps returning to your thoughts, don't be afraid. It doesn't mean you're stuck. It means something inside you is remembering a moment that changed how you felt about yourself. And the mind, in its quiet way, is still learning what to do with it. Let the thought come. Let it pass. You don't need to chase it. You only need to listen to what it was trying to tell you. And sometimes, that's enough for the mind to finally grow quiet again. If this reflection stayed with you, there are more quiet explorations like this on the channel. You're welcome to return whenever your thoughts feel heavy and the world feels too loud.